Hi, my name is Alia Rizky Fauzia, but you can just call me Alia. I made this video to share how I went through my first semester in college, and I hope you enjoy it because I really put a lot of effort into making it. Wait, what's the correct pronunciation? It's effort? The correct one is effort. Look, she still mispronounced it. That's why I also want to share how I improve my English. And in this video, I will share a lot of things. So, check it out.
At the beginning of the first semester, I found it quite difficult to adapt because I experienced many sudden differences compared to my previous life. It started during PKKMB, which made me meet many new friends from the same study program, the same faculty, and even across different programs and faculties. I felt that they were all amazing people, and that was when my insecurity began to appear. Then I got my first class in ICB. I started to receive a lot of materials and assignments, from individual to group tasks, from quizzes to projects. My favorite moment were actually when I had to work with my friends on group assignments. We often went to a place, work on something, or create something together. Doing tasks with other people made the assignment feel more real because I could practice English directly.
Time management. Honestly, I'm not very good at it yet because I still often procrastinate and work close to the deadline, especially when fighting laziness. Since the assignments come in large numbers and are very different from high school, I felt shocked and had to quickly adjust my daily activities. If an activity was not important, I tried to reduce it.
Then I mentioned insecurity. Yeah, I felt insecure because I thought my abilities were not better than most of my friends. It turns out that this feeling really disturbed my learning process and my skill improvement because it affected my confidence, which is actually very important. At first, I was afraid to have conversation in English with my friends, to ask questions to the lecturer, or even to answer questions. Even though we are all learning here and sometimes making mistake is not a bad thing. It is part of the learning process, right?
However, now I have tried to improve my confidence and remind myself that making mistake is not a bad thing, but one of the ways to improve my English skills.
One of the ways I use is taking advantage of the live conversation feature with Gemini AI. With the right prompt, AI can help me practice speaking and also correct my mistakes in using English. We really need to use the available conveniences wisely.
Regarding adapting to friends, honestly, I'm not someone who easily socializes, but fortunately, I have humble friends who are willing to be friends with anyone. They also help me with my studies, such as answering my question about assignment deadlines or explaining materials that I don't fully understand.
If I'm asked which subject is the most difficult, honestly, all of them are difficult. But among all, I would choose grammar. I have a fun grammar lecturer and the explanation are easy to understand. The problem is myself. Especially when speaking English, I suddenly forgot to use correct grammar. When I try to write something, I also struggle with grammar. While my friends usually have difficulty expressing their ideas in writing, I don't. My main problem is grammar. In my opinion, there are many things to remember, many rules, but I believe it is about getting used to it. There has been improvement in my grammar, but it is not good enough yet. I hope that in the future I can become even better. I've learned many things here, both academic and non academic.
And my hope just that I can improve my English skills so that I can become a competent educator and help produce a great generation in the future.